Here was a lady in San Francisco. She said, my brother, and she said to me, I think he's innocent, but I do not know the facts of the case. But he was given 6 months at hard labor. He was in the army. And I don't think my brother should get 6 months hard labor in the army. I said, you want him out? He said, certainly I do. I said, tell you what, that you may try it, so you can give all praise to yourself and not to me. You do it. But what must I do? Well, if he was out, would he come home? Oh, yes, he'd come straight to my place. All right. And if he came to your place, what would you do? Well, she said, I would throw my arms around him and kiss him. Feel him. I said, all right, do that. When you go home tonight, sit where you would normally sit, and just imagine that your brother is there, and that you have thrown your arms around him, and you're holding him and hugging him, and kissing him. The next Sunday morning, in my meeting in San Francisco, that woman could rise and tell this story. She said, I went home, and I imagine I heard the doorbell ring. And the doorbell is downstairs. I have to run down one flight of stairs to answer that door. So I heard it ring, and I ran downstairs, and I flung the doors open, and here stood my brother. I went back upstairs. There was no brother, but I did it so vividly, it was almost like a disappointment that I didn't actually see him standing there. But it seemed so real to me. Well, a few days later, she's sitting upstairs, and the doorbell rings. She said, I almost broke my neck to get downstairs, because I knew what was going to happen. And here she threw the door open. Here is her brother. And she stood up in the audience and told that story to the 1,000 who were present that Sunday morning. And they all saw. No one, I presume, would go and verify it. I trusted her implicitly. If she lied to me, well, then it's entirely up to her. But I'm convinced the whole thing was true. I don't check you. I believe you when you tell me that it happened. But the thing is to practice. We are the operant power.